Well, there is strong reaction in the Bay Area to a new Trump administration policy that could deny green cards to immigrants who use public assistance programs. KPIX 5's Wilson Walker on how the new rules could hit California hard.
It is a Trump administration move that could further cut the number of immigrants who are granted permanent residency here in the United States, but it could also cut the amount of federal funding that comes here to the Bay Area.
I'm really worried that people may not know enough and may decide to disenroll in public benefits.
At San Rafael's Canal Alliance, they knew the policy was coming. Now they're trying to reassure clients after this latest change to the immigration system. The Trump administration will now be more likely to reject green card and visa applications if a candidate has a low income, little education, or has used public benefits like food stamps or Medicaid.
This is not people just staying home and receiving public benefits. These are people that are already in the market, working and contributing to our community, but they're just using these public benefits that they're entitled to.
My family worked together to ensure that they could provide for their own needs, and they never expected the government to do it for them.
That's Ken Cuccinelli, acting head of Immigration Services, announcing the expansion of Clinton-era rules designed to identify people who were, quote, primarily dependent, unquote, on public funding. The new rules will be more like a public assistance scorecard.
We'll generally consider an alien's current and past receipt of the designated public benefits while in the United States as a negative factor when examining applications.
But there could be other effects as well. At the Alameda County Food Bank, they're expecting a surge in demand as people shy away from county help.
This policy intentionally is going to increase hunger in our community for thousands of families.
And then there could be financial fallout because many of these public assistance programs are funded based on demand.
So if they don't apply for those benefits they're entitled to, then that means that could potentially have less funding, and that has an impact on our community.
The move is expected to affect nearly 400,000 people, but it does not apply to those who have come to the United States for humanitarian reasons. Those would be refugees or asylum seekers. In San Rafael, Wilson Walker, KPIX 5.
Federal law already requires people seeking green cards to prove they won't be a burden to taxpayers. California Senator and presidential candidate Kamala Harris says the new rule goes too far.
Well, it's just an ongoing campaign of his to vilify a whole group of people, to, as he does with so many things, be ignorant about the history of our country, who we are, how we were founded, and what our values are.
And Governor Newsom also weighed in saying, quote, this is a reckless policy that targets the health and well-being of immigrant families and communities of color with widespread implications for our state's health care, housing, and affordability.